Blessings and salutations, mystics. It is your girl, Lily Moon, and this is your November astro month ahead forecast, where we'll be talking about the things that are happening on for November this year, for this month, and all the things that the cards will be saying as well. As I'm starting this video, it is 2:22 p.m., so we're already starting on a really positive note. I feel personally like the energy is slowly shifting, which is a really positive thing because there is so much gloom and doom also in the air right now in the collective. If you're watching this the day that it releases, it is currently November 10th of 2024. It is just now 2:23 p.m. And so we're a little behind in regards to it being the month ahead. Some of the month has gone by, sure, but my intention with this video is that we can catch up and talk about all the really important things that will be happening for this month for ourselves. I pulled out some different decks this particular video because Spirit has been calling for a different voice. And so I really hope that this video brings comfort. Again, it's November 10th, so, a lot of things have now shifted in the matrix since the last time we spoke. Yeah, so I hope this brings comfort. We are going to be talking about what's happening in the cosmos, and then we'll do our card pull for all of the signs, okay? Now, for November, first of all, October is a very magical month, right? All mystics love October for various reasons. We are officially in fall. We are officially in the second half of the cosmic year. So now we're officially descending into darkness, into shedding, into shadow work, into reconnecting with our Arbo ancestors, and all that other really great stuff, okay? And so we actually had, of course, eclipse season come to an end in October, right? And so, the post-eclipse hangover and recovery, process has to take place. And I feel like with that being said, the end of October being, of course, we're celebrating our ancestors, right? And there's different celebrations for that across the globe. The energy was very heavy. Normally, I find that in October, I'm super giddy and happy and excited about it being October. And then by the time it's Samhain, Hallows Eve, my inner child still feels very happy and very light. I didn't really feel that way this year. I don't know if you guys can relate to that, but I feel like because the moon and the sun were conjunct in Scorpio, right? We had that new moon in Scorpio on the first day of November. I just feel like the energy was very heavy. And I even tweeted, do y'all ever feel like you're mourning something and you don't even know what you're mourning? And I tweeted this 5 days before the election happened in the United States. But anyway, I blamed the fact that it was, All Saints Day, and I'm probably grieving for my ancestors, and so I just kind of carried that and let it go in its own very natural way. But yeah, I feel like that grieve and mourningness started literally during Samhain, and you can tell yourself it's just because of the season, but it could really be a real energetic shift happening as well. So sometimes the body is aware of things happening before things happen, and we might brush it off because it's very physical. It doesn't feel spiritual, but the physical is just as spiritual as the invisible that we think is spiritual, okay? So we started this new month with the new moon in Scorpio, where we as a coven started to work our magic in regards to our abundance blends and oils that we created earlier this year, and started to work them with pumpkins and etc. I made a post about garden prosperity magic and how you can use various forms of prosperity that come from the garden to perform that kind of stuff at this time of year. Okay, now As of November 2nd, Mercury has officially entered Sagittarius. Now, this is very important for us to know because Mercury is stationing retrograde in the sign later on this month, okay? Now, Mercury in Sagittarius, people will say is Mercury in its fall because Sagittarius is an energy that is not very controllable. It's mutable, so it's kind of all over the place. It's fire, so it spreads quickly. And it's Sagittarian, which means it's ruled by Jupiter, so it just goes at its own pace very quickly, and possibly not thinking about the repercussions, right? That is what Sagittarius, aka Jupiter, can be like in many ways. And so with Mercury and Sagittarius, we might be saying things that we don't really mean, but our hearts are so passionate and they're expanding so much. Our throat chakra is expanding so much that sometimes it might get us in trouble. Spirit is telling me right now, word vomit, okay? So be mindful of word vomit. Be mindful of how you are communicating. There are a lot of eyes on us, you guys. There are a lot of eyes on the internet right now, more than usual. And most of that has to do with the shifts that have happened this past week in the Western world. But there are going to be more eyes as Mercury stations retrograde, I believe. Okay. Now, as of right now, because it's November 10th, Mercury is officially as well in its pre-retrograde shadow period, because that started officially on the 7th of November. Okay. So as of right now, we're in Mercury's pre-retrograde shadow period. So again, the shade is coming out. Okay. So don't be the one who ends up putting their foot in their own mouth. Okay. Don't be that girl. November 3rd, Mars officially entered Leo. So we have Mars in Leo now as well, which is the sign that Mars is going to station retrograde in December. Okay. November 9th, we had the first quarter moon in Aquarius. So that was officially yesterday at 12:55 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The moon right now is still in Aquarius, which I actually really love. Because, oh wait, no, it's not. It's actually in Pisces. I was wrong. Ooh, the moon's actually in Pisces right now. And so, oh, hang on a second. I think I need to change my location for this because now it's showing the preference place as a totally different place. But nonetheless, the moon is definitely in Pisces now. I don't know why this is happening, you guys. But anyways, the moon is in Pisces officially. And yeah, so we had the third quarter moon in, the first quarter moon in Aquarius as of yesterday. The moon is now in Pisces. Now with the moon in Pisces, this means that we're going to have a conjunction of the moon to Saturn, which I personally feel like I have been feeling and trying to shift the energy by shifting, how I feel and cleaning up the space and burning candles and, doing spiritual baths. So if you are watching this, you should probably do the same thing just to kind of elevate your energy. So as we're going into this new week, we're going to be having that watery trine activated because the sun is in Scorpio and the moon is now in a water element, and it will eventually conjunct Neptune as well. So there's going to be a lot of clarity coming in. And I actually like that I'm filming this video as the moon's in Pisces because the moon is currently on your girl's ascendant. So whatever I'm sharing in this video, you guys, I know for sure is very, 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 very much in alignment and has some hot tea for all of us, okay? Now, as of tomorrow, which is 11/11/1, we are meeting up as a coven for our year ahead discussion. So that'll be happening during the day. 2, Venus is entering Capricorn, okay? Venus is entering Capricorn tomorrow. And so Venus in Capricorn is all about stability. You know what's romantic? Stability, okay? Yes, that is what romance is. Stability, stability, stability. If I fall, can you catch me? Okay? If I step back, can you handle this? Can you carry my weight when I am no longer strong enough to do it? okay? Or are you depending on me to hold you down, but you can't do the same? Okay, Venus in Capricorn is about raising your prices and recognizing your worth and knowing that your hard work does pay off. Hard work does not mean suffering, okay? But it does mean dedication and discipline and being honest with yourself. So with Venus entering Capricorn this month, just before Sagittarius season, I feel like for the collective, we're reflecting on where we currently are in our goals and maybe realigning ourselves and kind of locking back in essentially so that we can, show up better and show up as our higher selves, through the routines that we committed to, let's say, earlier on this cosmic year. Okay. Now, with that being said, Saturn is going to station direct on November 15th. Okay. And that same day, we're going to have the full moon in Taurus. I love the fact that we're going to have this Taurus full moon with Venus in an earth sign as well, because that means the moon and Venus will be making a beautiful trine, and we'll have that positive stability support from Venus during this Venetian moon, which is very, very, very special, and an opportunity for us to work some more abundance magic, okay? Now, on the 19th of November, Pluto is going to enter Aquarius officially again for the next 20 years, okay? So between now and 2044, or 2043, 2044, Pluto will be in Aquarius, okay? So if you have Aquarius placements, honey, this is your time to rise, baby. We are about to be reborn through the flames, okay? Aquarius suns, moons, risings. If you have an Aquarius stellium, you're gonna feel this too, okay? Obviously, Pluto is entering Aquarius on the 19th, so that means it's going to the 0 degree. So if you are someone who has Aquarius placements between the 0, I would say, to 10th degree, you're probably going to feel the energy of Pluto more than the other Aquarians will, okay? Now, on the 21st of November, it is officially Sagittarius season. So happy Sagittarius season to all my Sagittarians who are here to support. If you're a Sun, Moon, Rising Sagittarius, I love you so very much. Sagittarius Risings, I love you the most, I will say, probably because your chart ruler is the same as my chart ruler, which is Jupiter. So I know that you understand my crazy. Okay, so shout out to all the Sagittarius placements. And then on November 22nd, you guys, we have the third quarter moon in Virgo. So literally it's like first day of Sagittarius season. Yay, Sagittarius season. But it's like, boom, baby, we locked in. Okay, the moon said, listen, baby, the full moon was just last week. Now we're in Virgo. How you doing with your things? Okay, so that's happening on November 22nd, 11/22, which is also very special portal day, I feel. Now, as of the 25th of November, this is when Mercury stations retrograde in the sign of Sagittarius, okay? And this happens at the 22nd degree of Sagittarius, okay? So if you have Sagittarius placements between, I would say, the 12th to 22nd, degree, you are going to feel this retrograde the most. Why? Because as Mercury starts its retrograde at the 22nd degree, it's going to start to move backwards, which means it's going to hit the 21st degree, then the 20th degree, then the 19th degree, and so on and so on and so on, okay? Now, that's basically it, you guys, for November, but like, that's a lot. Okay, we just came out of eclipse season in October. We barely had a moment to breathe. We've been enjoying ourselves with the new moon in Scorpio, working all that abundance magic. Now we have this major shift in the collective happening, which all aligns with Pluto entering Aquarius later on this month, right? All of these crazy, chaotic things that are happening in the matrix is all in divine timing. This is happening right before Pluto enters Aquarius. Of course, as Pluto's at the last degree of Capricorn, the devotees of this timeline, of course, they're going to try to pull one last trick before our eyes. But you can't pull tricks with seers now, can you? No. So everyone who's freaking the F out, I understand, okay? I am too. But this is supposed to happen. The people that we are seeing whose masks are falling off post-Samhain, okay? Because of course, Scorpio season is always going to show us who the real clowns are, okay? They are simply fulfilling the contract they've made with the divine. Point blank, period. It's not our job to truly understand. And, I'm saying the divine, but there's layers to this conversation, I think, about that. But they are simply fulfilling a soul contract, they're fulfilling a contract that they have to do. It could be a karmic one with something that they did before, we don't know. So when you see it, adjust accordingly. Okay, recognize who your community is. Okay, we are here on the Coven for a reason. The reason why I keep these videos private, I could put these videos out on YouTube like all the rest of the girly pops. But if I did that, then I would be totally exposed. And the calling is more important than the clout. Okay, so I ensure that our messages, our conversations are kept sacredly through this portal, because that is our space of protection, okay? And that's just how it's going to be. And as we move through Pluto entering Aquarius, I think we're going to see more of that energy of mystics kind of not hiding per se, but keeping ourselves safe. We need to be able to do this work, which means we have to make sure we have our shields, and we know what that looks like as priestesses, okay? I've been playing with the idea of being called a priestess of the night. I don't really know what that means, but I like the title of it. I like how it sounds. So for this video, we are pulling cards from the Daughters of the Moon Tarot. And I also have some other oracle cards that I might be using as well, but I'm not sure yet. As I mentioned, Priestess of the Night, this card literally jumped out. And when I show you guys this card, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, this is literally like speaking to me. Okay, Spirit. All right. Wow, this is very, very on brand. So I'm going to show you guys these cards in a moment. And I might even read some of the definitions, you guys, from the actual book itself, because it's very deep and very beautiful, I believe, and something that we should probably be paying attention to. So the first card that came out when I was talking about the Priestesses of Night was this card, and it's literally called Mother of Blades, Libra. Okay, I'm a Libra sun, and this person's literally wearing all white, and I'm currently wearing white. So this feels pretty on point. Now, the Mother of Blades, Scotty, the North Wind, the Mother of Blades. The Mother of Blades is considered the queen, okay? The queen of swords, right? Blades, swords. So the Queen of Swords is what? The Mother of Blades is someone who is diligent, swift, okay, practices to make progress so that when it really matters to shoot that shot, they are hitting their target, okay? So for November, Spirit is letting us know as a coven that we need to make sure that we are sharpening our tools. The most important tool to sharpen this month is going to be the tool of discernment, okay? And making sure we are not getting distracted, cutting out the distractions. The Mother of Blades is kind of cold, kind of distant. She's very detached, and it's not because she doesn't have a heart. Her heart space is activated, but it's activated for self-love first, lest she can show up for her community later. Okay, so that discernment is very, very, very important. Now, the follow-up card we have for the collective here is the Eight of Cups, okay? And it shows as withdrawal. So again, Mother of Blades, we're talking about detachment. Now we have the Eight of Cups saying withdrawal. I feel like a lot of the Coven, collective, etc., are in mourning still, Yes, we're moving into Sagittarius season, very soon, well, a week and a half, whatever. But I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like this Sagittarius season is going to be very different, and it's most likely going to be because of the fact that we have that first degree of Pluto and Aquarius taking place, and it's going to kind of really bring in some razzle dazzle to the collective, okay? And so the best way to work with that is to withdraw. You do not have to pour your energy into anything, okay? Allow yourself to unplug and plug into the divine, plug into the great mother, plug into the great cosmic mother, plug into the dark mother, plug into the goddess in any form that she calls to you, okay? Plug into the messages that your benevolent ancestors are calling for you to receive, okay? Plug into the archangels, okay? Whatever your divine team looks like, plug into that and withdraw, okay? In this world, not of it. Now, the next card we have is Yamaya, the moon card. So this is very much giving, high priestess of the night. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Now, the moon, of course, is all about protection, vulnerability, intuition, of course, as well, right? Going within, okay, and really fine-tuning ourselves, becoming more still so we can hear the divine's words over us, okay, and really receive those messages. Yamaya, or as we say, Yamoja, the mother of fishes, she is like the goddess of goddesses, if you understand the Orisha tradition, she might represent, in Santeria, they use the Holy Mary imagery for Yamaya in some places, but Yamaya is an element of the water. She is the waters, she is the oceans, she is the tides that go so deep that no one can even see themselves when they reach her depths, And so there's this understanding of being renewed when we see the moon card as Yamaya, because the moon renews herself every single month. Every 28 days, the moon renews herself. So allow yourself to be renewed. Allow yourself to understand these emotions, these tides are temporary, honey, okay? And they will phase. Lock in. Do not plug out yet, okay? Things are shifting for the better. Now, the last card we have for the collective reading is 10 of Blades, and we have the rattle card here. Now, the 10 of Blades as the rattle here, to me, it looks like an actual coven meeting. It doesn't look like something that is self-destructive, but I feel like there is an avoidance of self-destruction by calling in one's coven, okay? So self-destruction can be avoided if you allow yourself to lean on your divine team, whatever realm that looks like, okay? That is what I see with that particular card. I'm gonna actually just pull the book though, because I want y'all. Oh, sorry, 10 of Blades. Oh my gosh. I'm saying 10 of Flames. It's the 10 of Blades. So yeah, the 10 of Blades is usually about destruction, but let's read what it says in the book here. This card is about the power of agreement in groups. It portrays a tribal family or matriarchal village in a circle of communication. Passing the rattle, a ritual handed down to us by the Native Americans, by the indigenous. I don't know why they wrote it like that. I don't know if that's offensive. Some people find it offensive. Some don't. I'm going to correct to say indigenous. Is a method of honoring each speaker. She who holds the rattle holds the power. Ooh, I like that. While she is speaking, others learn to listen, for each voice carries truth. By using this process, the community is building a future through agreement. There are several things that can be accomplished by group processing: problem solving, criticism, the forming of policy, and sharing of culture. If you get this card, perhaps the rattle has come to you and it is your turn to speak. And so it says, if it's in reverse, what the other things that it means. So this is upright, of course. So with the 10 of Blades, it's calling us to understand, to separate our feelings from the facts, okay? So that we can pay attention to who has the rattle. The divine will use anybody as an instrument, okay? And in these times, we are going to see that loud and clear, okay? And sometimes that instrument does not sound great to us, to our ears. It doesn't matter. The divine knows what is going on. So allow yourself to detach from your feelings and attach to facts, attach to your obedience to the divine so that you can listen to receive, okay? Boom. Now let's get into our cards for, the signs. We are going to start with Aries. I want to start first, take a sip of my smoothie because we're going to be talking for a while. Okay. When I'm filming this part, you guys can, listen for your big three. Okay, so your sun, moon, rising. So starting with Aries. Aries, sun, moon, rising. Aries, sun, moon, rising. Aries, sun, moon, rising. Okay, Aries, your card for the month ahead, we have the Amazon. Aries, this is a card about the Chariot. So Aries, this season for you, this month is all about allowing the divine to take full control, surrendering. By surrendering, you're not necessarily taking a back seat. You're allowing yourself to be an active player in your destiny, right? You are playing an active role in your destiny, but you must loosen your grip a little bit, Aries. Okay, when you loosen your grip a little bit, your palm is more calm and open, which allows you to receive things. Okay, Aries. The other card we have for you is Aphrodite, the Lovers. So Aries, both of these cards are really talking about duality in their own ways. And so Aries, this month is really about making important choices and remembering your role, remembering your assignment, remembering your divine assignment, Aries, okay? That's what the message for you this month ahead is about. Remembering your divine assignment, okay? Now, Aries, your divine assignment can change at any time. And that is why I think the Chariot card is coming up, especially because there is this understanding of being obedient and surrendering and letting go of things so that your shifts can take place. Now, when you're moving through this month, Aries, make sure you are asking yourself before making any final, concrete, permanent decisions, how is this bringing me closer to my divine path? Okay, is this supporting my destiny? Does this support the being I am becoming? Okay. As I'm talking about surrendering, Aries, we have for you from the Goddess Oracle, leap of faith. Okay, Aries, so make sure that you are again surrendering. Spirit is going to show you that miracles can happen to you at any time this month, okay, in November. And we're gonna just pull a quick self-care card for you as well, Aries, if I can. Okay, I don't think we're gonna be using these cards. Okay, burning bowl ritual. I feel like that's really on point for you, Aries. Spirit says, do a burning bowl ritual, baby. Use that cauldron, okay, Aries? Boom. Okay, Taurus, sun, moon, rising, Taurus. Ooh, Taurus, sun, moon, rising. Let's see what the divine has to say about you today for this month ahead. Hello. Okay, Taurus, you have the 3 of Cups coming up, okay, and it shows as bonding. And you also have the 2 of Blades showing as analysis. So Taurus, this month for you could be a really interesting one where, although you're not a fire sign, you're not a mutable sign, but this Mercury retrograde could have quite the effect on you, where there is a shift in your particular connections and you are analyzing from afar, okay? Now, Taurus, this is all about discernment. This is all about understanding that, you know, people can be shady, Taurus, okay? People can be shady, and you don't have to tolerate it. But what I'm hearing from Spirit is that, you know, make space for the person you are becoming and make space for the community that you really, really, really want, because they are coming through. Now, Taurus, you might be dealing with certain hardships and you don't want to tell anybody about them because you want to keep them all to yourself, okay? And so with that being said, you want to make sure that you are keeping yourself open to receive the help from loved ones, okay? Because again, divine uses anyone as a instrument, and they can use your friends too, okay? Analysis. Take some time to step away, Taurus, from the outside world, outside of that, so that you can see the picture a lot easier. Ooh. Taurus, we have for you Pele, divine passion. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? Yes, Taurus, your heart center is expanding right now, and it's time for you to awaken to new passions. Perhaps Sagittarius season has you, you know, testing out new waters, and that scares you a little bit, Taurus, but Spirit is calling you to take a leap of faith and allow your divine passions to express themselves freely. I feel like Taurus is getting free for this particular month of November. Taurus, your self-care ritual we have for you is cleaning your energy, okay? Make sure you are burning your herbs, clearing your energy, Taurus. If you are becoming more social and you are receiving different invitations and you're going to different places, that's all good, but make sure you're clearing your energy, because people, you can pick up on people's static and things, okay? Okay, boom. Gemini, sun, moon, risings. Gemini, with it being November, that means we are heading into Sagittarius season very soon. Now, Gemini, Sagittarius is your sister sign and is ruled by Jupiter. Now, Jupiter is actually in your sign, Gemini. So I feel like for you, when the sun officially moves into Sagittarius, I feel like, Gemini, you are going to see some really exciting things shift and change for you, okay? Yeah, we have for you the element of fire popping up, Gemini. We have the Maiden of Flames showing up, which is like the Knight of Flames, the Knight of Wands. So Gemini, you could actually be going traveling this particular month, going on some new journeys, you know, maybe not necessarily a vacation, but like a road trip, a girl's trip, whatever. We also have the Nine of Flames showing up as the Wanderer. So, you know, Gemini, allow your curiosity to take you far, because it always has, it always will. That is what your true calling is. So allow yourself to become curious. And I feel like, again, that shift is coming from the sun moving into your sister sign, because again, Jupiter is in your sign right now. Yeah, see, we have for you the transformation card coming up from the Goddess Oracle as the butterfly maiden. And we also, again, pulled the Maiden of Flame. So double maiden energy here, Gemini. So to me, this is about a new beginning, right? The maiden is maiden, mother, crone. The maiden is the beginning phase of the moon. So Gemini, there is a deep transformation that's happening for you this month again. And I really feel like it's going to activate during Sagittarius season. You are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. Ashe. Now, Gemini, again, these blessings could be coming near or far. So if there is an offering that requires you to travel, trust that the divine is going to keep you protected. And as I'm saying that, this card jumped out for you as your self-care. Plan a vacation. Okay, Gemini, there you have it. It's all in the cards. I've been saying it. I've used three different decks to confirm this. There you have it. Okay, Gemini, happy November. Going into the next signs, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's see what these cards have to say for you. Okay, you guys, these cards are so thick that I really have to take my time when I'm shuffling them because they're so huge and they're circular, you know, which is not easy to handle, but I appreciate the challenge always. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, here are your cards, dear. We have for you first the Temperance card coming up, and then we also have the Five of Blades. Ooh, and it's showing us the Hurricane, honey. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. You are going to have a very interesting month ahead of you, which is really all about being an alchemist, okay? Being an alchemist of your own energy and reclaiming your power when you do that, okay? And all these cards are really confirming the same thing. The Temperance card, Cancer, is about alchemy. Look at this. We have the hot, the cold, the yin, the yang, and they are in complete control of that energy. Cancer, this could be a month where you are more emotional, you know, you're feeling more overwhelmed than usual. Remember your anchors, Cancer, okay? You have a lot of great divine tools available to you. Use them to your advantage so that you can remain anchored. You don't have to push through the difficulties. It's okay to take a step back as well, okay? You want to ideally avoid the hurricane, but sometimes the hurricane can't be avoided, Cancer. Let's be for real. Sometimes we do everything in our power to avoid the hurricane and it comes even bigger than it was going to be before. Five of Blades is all about change, Cancer, okay? So whatever changes are happening for you, Cancer, they could be really uncomfortable. And so this is a season of growing pains, Cancer, but that doesn't mean that things aren't working in your favor, okay? So Cancer, allow the shift to happen, okay? Allow the shift to happen. Allow yourself to be renewed. But remember to not bite your own tongue, okay? When it becomes too much, it's okay to take a step back. From the Goddess card, we have Sekhmet saying, be strong, okay? You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome, okay? Yes, be strong in the sense of stand up for your inner child, protect your inner child's peace, and allow them to know it's okay to be worried, but I got you, okay? Now, your self-care oracle is saying, be still, okay? And Cancer, if you are a hoodoo hottie watching this, then as a reminder, from the OG grimoire, okay, as the ancestors call the Holy Bible, it says, be still and know I am God. So Cancers, be still and know that you are anointed by the divine. You don't have to do too much to get peace, okay? You don't have to do more than lift a finger to maintain peace. And if you have to do more than that, then it's not bringing you peace. It is a whole lot of chaos. Okay, Cancer? Boom. All right, Leos. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Ooh, child. Okay, Leos, we have your first card pulled out. Okay, we got both your cards pulled out. Leo, you are having a fun month ahead, which we'd love for you. And I feel like that is mostly coming from the sun activating your sun sign or placements of Leo as the sun moves into the sign of Sagittarius, okay? Leos, we have for you the One of Cups showing up as happiness. So Leo, you are really learning how to pour back into yourself this month. You are, you know, returning to maybe some old hobbies and things, okay? Self-care in various ways. Really allowing yourself to just Pour into yourself until your cup overflows like a waterfall, okay? That is how it is going to feel. You are being fully rejuvenated, Leo. You are so happy. You're comfortable in your skin. You are sitting cozy, okay, and well kept, okay? Yes, it is a season of growth and expansion. Lots of abundance is coming through. Now, Leo, we also have the Two of Flames here. Now, the Two of Flames here is showing as this goddess, I believe, whose name I cannot pronounce. But the Two of Flames is about creation, ultimate creation. Now, Leo, whatever you are creating, and I feel like you could be creating something or putting seeds down, planting intentions, whatever, during 11/11, which is literally tomorrow. So hopefully you read this in time. And if you don't, you read this after the fact, consider this a sign that it's coming together, okay? Whatever you're creating this month, Leo, is coming together in a very beautiful way. Now, from the Goddess Oracle, we have Kali showing up, okay? And Kali is saying endings and beginnings. And so, Leo, it feels like you might have closed a chapter this month, and that cycle is now coming to an end, which is now bringing forth this huge influx of abundance and wealth and peace. And through that, you are able to create your reality and reshift your focus and perspective on the things that matter, and those things are expanding. Now, Kali is saying the old must be released so that the new can enter. And notice how this flower is kind of showing up in the reading. Like, that's pretty crazy to me, okay, Leo? Now, let's see what the divine has to say in regards to self-care. Okay. Leo, this is very on brand for you. Soak in a bath, okay? Yes, Spirit is saying soak in a bath, honey. Make your nice, beautiful herbal bath. Make it all the nice, beautiful salts and things, okay? And soak your intentions in the bath. Light your candles. Say the things and allow yourself to be reborn through the water, okay? Yes, people love to be reborn through the water all the time through various institutions. The mystics can do the exact same. It is as old a tale as old as time. Okay, Leos, I love you very much. Have a blessed November. Going into the Virgos, Virgo sun, moons, and risings. Virgo sun, moon, risings. How y'all been doing, Virgos? I know the energy has been crazy. Virgo, I know that Scorpio season for you actually is a season that creates a sextile to your placements in Virgo. So this energy activates something within, and that something could be shadow work, that something could be deep reflection, that something can be discernment, that something could be detoxing and shedding many layers. Now, Virgo, let's see what the cards have to say in regards to this month ahead. Okay, boom, we have your first card ready to go. Okay, we actually have a repeated card here. Interesting. So Virgo, we have for you, this is a month where you're really going to be focusing on a major long-term goal, and you're really keeping yourself disciplined and really focused when it comes to that, which is really great, Virgo. We have for you the first card, One of Pentacles, okay? Serious discipline and focus, okay? Looking at this card, we have the pentacle here, right? That's like being created as this energy, but we see this flow of a river, the element of water here. We have the earth here showing the abundance that's growing, but even as the abundance grows, we also have the mountains in the background as well. So Virgo, as a reminder, as you're planting this really special seed, remember that even when you're watering it, even when you're doing all the things to be consistent, there may be moments where you will have to walk through over mountains, okay? And you have the capability to do so, okay? The next card we have is, oh my goodness, the Nine of Wands showing as the Wanderer. So Virgo, as a reminder, you can't avoid these things. You can't avoid these things. You must face them. to go through them is to go through them. And when you go through them, you elevate and move on. Okay, Virgo? Now, your goddess card we have is Vesta, showing as the home. Okay, now this shows your household situation is improving either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. So Virgo, if there have been some personal issues in the home space with family members, maybe even ancestors coming with their own, baggage that you're trying to elevate, just know that that is improving overall, and your prayers, your intentions are being answered.